Once again, hey, I see it's a few people already lining up into the chats. Hey, it's none other than Reek of Too Cool to Con. Hopefully, we can get, a phenomenal amount of people within this live stream for the Q&A with none other than the Master of Ceremonies, Reek of Too Cool to Con. Hopefully, everybody's night's going well, swell, no issues that hold you back from, achieving the goals that you're trying to achieve. With that being said, I'm going to throw up the hotline right off top. Maybe we could get someone to, come in immediately. Hopefully, your stream is not giving you too many crop circles and you can actually tap in by calling in. So let me see. Make sure everything's steady. And if you're out there, just start saying what's up. If you're a newbie, if you're a regular, hey, go ahead and say something. I ain't really got no topic for tonight. I just figured, you know what? I ain't been on in a while. Why not come on and see what's going on? They send me these notifications from this particular platform. Like, oh, we got this new feature going in. It'll be more beneficial to you. So I kind of figured, let's see if it's really, you know, up to standard, up to par, like they say. But when it comes to me, they play by different rules. So we'll see. We'll see. I ain't holding out too much hope that they'll, start acting different. Let me see something. So practice being solid. Hopefully they sent you the notification. I seen you tapped in a little bit earlier, and I tried to. I don't know how that works. It seems like when you tap in on a lives early, it doesn't. Like if you're messaging somebody, it won't send you the notification again. I guess to tell you that yeah, this person responded. So hopefully, if you tap back in, we are broadcasting from Central. Central. I mean, a lot of people that done tapped into Tuku to kind of know I'm based in Minnesota, the hometown of Prince. I done did, well, I won't say a live stream, but I done did a video out at Paisley Park. I wouldn't mind doing another video, live stream, whatever from out there, before the snow start falling. That'd be something different. But who's all there? Who goes there? Who's all out there? Matter of fact, maybe I need to send some notifications out since they don't get sent out by this particular platform. So give me a second while I do that. But, if you look through the chat, the live hotline number is up. So if you want to call, and I'll take your call, and we can go from there. But hold on, let me try to add some people. Let me see. That's one. Let me see. Not that. Okay, right there. Another one. And it's me solo dolo. No old school, no famo. It's just Reek, Tuku the Khan. Hey, tap in if you can. Let me see. Scrolling through all these different contacts. Let me see. Hopefully, okay. Oh, what's going on, Lo? I'm glad you came in. I don't even have to. I don't even have to hit your line. I was just about to hit your line too, but you done came in, so that's what's up. What's on your mind, Lo? I know you always got something for the masses. Be it someone is hating on you because you might have took their girl, or your girl may be hating because her girl been looking at you or something? Well, what you got to add to the conversation tonight, Lo? Let's see. Other one. Got that. I think that's about it. Wonder where the infamous Lisa Smith is and Rated Shad. I wonder where they're at. I wonder if they're listening or not. Yeah, I'm wondering who's all in here too, because I mean, you've been commenting low and practice being solid. He commented a little bit earlier, but who else is in here? Like I said, scroll through. You see, I posted the hotline is open. The number is right up there. That will connect to me directly, and you can speak to the masses. I'm hating that it's done started to get a little chilly around here. I want to say it was like 52, 52. Right now it's like 54. It never really got too warm around here, so we starting to experience, that cold front moving in. Made me think about taking a trip to some warmer climates because I'm not too much feeling these temperatures already. Even though I know we're at the tail end of September, we'll be knocking on the door of October in so many days. But yeah, I ain't ready. Matter of fact, I done put up all the choice chariots. So now the wintertime, fall time rides will be making their appearance. Thanks, Lo. Yeah, I should have actually did a video of that because when I rewatched it, it's like it was real choppy. But them live streams, they're never really when you're in traffic, they're never really the best clarity. And it's like, man, I know I do videos like you don't see me do videos on particular cars and it's real clear, but when you do those live streams, I guess it's for catching trying to catch the towers. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but yeah. So yeah, I will probably eventually be I'll eventually be doing a video showing how the car looks outside. Matter of fact, it's an older town car, racked out town car, fresh Vogues on it. It's in real good shape. You said you heard they're trying to get rid of the Russian. Oh, well, I hope they do get rid of the Russian, but that's probably just all the talk is just essentially creating hype to have people watch the Russian. I don't like to say his name, but I know what you're talking about. The Russian. I could give two fucks about that punk Russian motherfucker. I mean, I know it's some. I call them ops. It's some ops that operate on this channel that rock with that person on a down low secret tip. But you can tell because they always put recommendations for that culture vulture Russian on all their videos. So never just peep that next time you're watching your favorite whoever and they run those cosmonauts culture vulture videos under their thing. That means they actually rock with them because see when you actually do the same thing that you know a particular person that labels themselves as a American journalist when really they're actually from Russia. Really, when they say they're from Northern Cali, but probably didn't step off the campus that they went to school to. That's a culture vulture. You can tell. You said, oh, you said they said he said something about Lewis and his wife said don't apologize. Yeah, I heard a little something about that. Well, you figure, he's obedient to the Wish Upon a Star crew, because another person, and you can check this on this particular platform. It's a I don't know what particular year it was from, but probably early '90s, where Minister Farrakhan did an interview with Barbara Walters, and he took her to school. The minister, he wasn't upset at all, but if you watch how she was reacting, she was hot under the collar by all of his responses. She tried to get him to respond in a certain way, and he couldn't do it. You're just not savvy enough. You're not intelligent enough to get the minister off his square. So that's you know for the Russian, he probably feels some kind of way about that. Oh, he's never we yeah, he'll never come on my platform because he knows I'm you know a fat slobbish piece of shit. So I won't I won't ever be graced to interview him. But and that's good. That's good. You think about the people that go on there. It's like they figure, oh, I'm going on there is gonna be beneficial to whatever I'm doing. But if you ever notice the people that go on there, if they're on their own platforms, they don't do numbers. But you only do numbers on that Culture Vulture's platform because he's essentially throwing you under the bus right in your face, you know. And when they were like, oh, the people want to know about this, why do they want to know about something that's a person that's essentially keeping all the crabs in a barrel by perpetuating goofball ignorance? Like I said, the hotline's open. If anybody disagree, if you agree, if you got anything to add, hey, call in. The hotline is open. We could talk about it further. But yeah, most of the channels like this, my channel doesn't do numbers like it should because think about it like this. I don't play that, well, this person said this about you and all that. Think about that. All those people that's doing numbers, they'll do some sneak dissing or like, okay, say if they have someone call in, you know, a person might have an opposite opinion. They're gonna do all the let's cut their voice down so then I can try to clown them and all this kind of stuff. No one, think about this. No one, if you was in person, you would not treat someone like that because you could probably get your teeth knocked down your throat trying to clown someone like that. Treat people with, you know, the most respect that you can treat them with. Now, if it gets too out of hand, like, hey, I just gotta let you go. I ain't gonna play this negativity. But don't try to clown people. Don't try to act like you would act in person when that energy would be totally different. Let's see. So what do you say, Lo? What's your feeling on that particular what I done said or what you may feel about this culture vulture Russian, you know? Because matter of fact, the school that he went to, that's a school for turning out agents. When a person plays ball with a particular establishment, they let these numbers go. I see it all the time. I've been on YouTube like 11 years, so I know how it goes. And I'm on other social media platforms. I see it. They try to cap you. It's like a capstone. Like what? He's not with any fraternities. He's not with any mystery schools. We cap all those people down because if we were to let them go and they're not playing off a script, we won't be able to stop them. And that's what's going down. Countless people watch my stuff, but I got the capstone on me. So with that capstone on me, them fuck ass fraternities and them punk motherfucking mystery schools got my shit on lock where nobody's seeing it in a massive reach. I mean, they're still seeing it, but they're trying to make it seem like, oh, nobody's looking at you. You say you think he's trying to get people to snitch on themselves. Most definitely, because he'll ask. I mean, if anybody's really based out of the streets, been in the streets, know how to maneuver throughout this diaspora of the of living, that he's asking some, investigative things that'll get you investigated. Well, look, I interviewed him and then he said this, or look, I interviewed these law enforcement and they said that you are law enforcement. You're the one that doesn't have to. You're like what's that, deep cover, where you don't have to wear a uniform, but you're well versed with all the laws. You're well versed on how to essentially speak legalese. It's like you're talking over people's heads just enough to get them, goosed up to get to talking about something that is, not beneficial to whatever they may be or may not be doing. They don't want brothers exposing that kind of stuff because, oh no, that means we're gonna have less convictions, less people going into these privatized prisons that's probably paying him a kickback to speak like to continuously get people caught up. No, I want all that stuff to go into the red, crash down, go out of business. I want all that to happen. You know, as far as, oh well, you're not helping nobody get paid. I don't want nobody to get paid if I know a brother or sister's gonna get thrown under the bus, and they kids and all kind of family members are gonna be missing out on them. No, I hope all that stuff fails. You say the president election ceremony down here. They saying they need Ohio's votes for decision. Yeah, it always comes down to Ohio. A lot of people, sleep on Ohio. I want to say it might be Iowa. Those are the two ones that they're always looking at. I mean, I know. Let me see. You said that's how Trump won last time. I'm like, that's weird. Well, because you figured in those particular states they go off of that, what's it, electoral college, and that's what essentially decides the vote. It ain't too much the voters; it's the electoral college that makes the determination. That makes me think back to when what is it? When Bush was first running, and it came down to Florida, and Florida was his brother's state because he was the governor. Then they ended up finding a bunch of votes in the water and things like that. I mean, to me, it's all a pre-selection, so they're gonna have it their way anyway. Left, right, they both still part of the same bird. You know, left wing, right wing. No, government is government. Like I always say, think about it like this: if you're innocent, does it matter if the prosecutor is a Democrat or a Republican? You don't like this motherfucker anyways, because they out to hang you. Period. They ain't on your side. Period. So that's the same way I look at those particular wings. They ain't on your side. Period. They just a lot of people, you gotta go out and vote. No, vote with your dollars. Because think about it. When you vote with your dollars, think like think back in the day before was cash apps and PayPal's and things like that. You actually spent money. It wasn't like so much tracked. But now it's tracking. Okay, he bought this much of that. He went over here and bought this. It's like tabulations on you. With cash, you could just, okay, let me buy this, let me buy that. Nobody's in your business. Now they can tabulate on you. Well, same with actual voting now. Think they got to know you got to register. Think that you always got to register to vote. You live here. What you got to show proof of identification, proof of a utility bill or something like that. Why do you need all this information just for me to cast a vote? I mean, this is the future. It shouldn't be that hard now. Maybe back in the day it did, but they use those voting registration things for alternative reasons other than voting. Just like, think about you go to different websites and they track you. Okay, he went over here and looked at this. They sell all your information on the backside. So that's why they're trying to get rid of cash like that. They don't want you freely moving. Let me see. You said they got troops and everything ready downtown here, just like you and Kim was saying on that last video. Yeah, yeah, it's in every state. In like the late great Dick Gregory said, black folks go to different dots. Okay, I'm going to uh, Cleveland. Okay, and then from Cleveland I go to Atlanta. From Atlanta I'll go to uh, Memphis, and then from Memphis I'll go to Orlando. These are different dots, where it's congregated with an inner city where you might see more melanated people at. You said Reek, you hip to the new wallets. No, let me know what are you talking about new wallets. I mean, what's up with them? I mean, I know when I did the update on my iPhone, they was trying to push. Oh, don't you want the Apple Pay? Like, no, I already got Cash App. I already got PayPal and things like that. What I need Apple Pay for? Just another institution in my business? No, let's keep that limited. You said pocket wallets. Now, are you talking about like if whatever you put in there, like your ID or certain things that may have chip readers on it, it'll block the signal. I mean, I know I done heard about some of those. I mean, I done actually had a couple of them type of wallets. I want to say they call them cloaks sometimes because you can have them for those, and you can have them for your cell phone. I just get one the size of a cell phone, then you can put all your cards in there and put your phone in there, and it'll block off all the signals. I think my uncle he gave me a good advice. He said, find one of those a lead box and then just drop everything in a lead box. You be riding in your car, they can't track you from wherever you're going, and whenever you need it, you pull it back out. But it's kind of hard to find those. But he said you can make one, because one thing about those wallets, a lot of people don't know. Every time you open them and close them, it starts wearing. So once it wears, the part of the material will start going a little thin, and that'll let the signal out, and people will be able to you know get your signal and things. What up, Cadillac J Just? You said as far as voting, I think they already know who's going to win, and they all have breakfast together. Think about the election like WWE. My day was WWF, but WWE. Oh, Hulk Hogan and this other person, they're like against each other. But then you see they one end up switching sides. But you know, after all the lights and all that, they're all going out to dinner, behind the scenes. Well, same goes for Democrats and Republicans. They all say, this in front of the cameras, but they're all still what? They work for the government, you know? Or just think about it like this. It's just as simple as someone going to court. Okay, person don't got enough money to hire an attorney. Okay, you get a public defender, pretender, whatever. They all work out of the same office. Oh well, you know what? They said you should take this deal. No, they work out of the same office. Like, you know what? You're just getting your footing here in a county. Hey, just we need some W's on our side. So you take a couple of these L's, and we'll throw you some wins later. They all work with each other. Even the police when they come and arrest them, like, okay, we need y'all to hit certain areas, and essentially find get bring up the rest, bring up the arrest ratio, and we'll throw y'all some, hopefully lobby to throw y'all some bonuses to get some more kickbacks and things like that, some overtimes here and there. Think about it like this: you always be seeing law enforcement officers either working clubs working parking ramps and things like that. I'm quite sure not everybody is, sometimes some of them do those details because something happened, but some was like, you know what, I need to pick up some extra money. Well, we got these parking ramps over here that need to do traffic, or we got this club after hours. We need you to, you could pick up some time around here. One hand washes the other with all that particular system. Yeah, so it's a trip. It's a trip. But yeah, as far as what you were saying, Lo, about that culture vulture Russian, you know, yeah, I don't see them going anywhere because they want to keep perpetuating that kind of stuff. You just gotta know going in like, okay, this person is gonna ask him all kind of questions to try to, get them to divulge whatever they're divulging. That's why the punk motherfucker has security, because a rapper that is well known that he doesn't speak on, put hands on his goofy ass. That's what probably helped get his start. He had a good wish upon a star law firm that was probably some family member that helped him get that money to get the jump off. So that's probably how that went down. I know it can't only be y'all two in here. It's showing more than that, but you know, I guess people don't want to, say nothing. I mean, at least if you ain't hitting a hotline number, you can say, "Oh, what's up, Reek? I'm listening from, wherever I'm at. I just now tuned into you or whatever." But maybe people's driving cross country on the road or something. You got to keep, them hands 10 and 2. And that's cool. Hopefully, it don't take a whole day for this replay to go, because I've been noticing that it'll take a whole day. And matter of fact, uh, I seen Famo the other day, and he said, "Man, that one live you did? I thought, I heard when you was doing it, but I didn't tune in. I just figured, oh, I'll wait a couple of hours." He said that live didn't go up to the next day. I'm like, I don't control none of that. It's like they're monitoring every single word that I'm saying. Like, what is he saying? Can we block this? Can we flag his stuff for some of the words he's saying? No, I'm saying words that are I can't be hit with hate speech or anything because I'm using in terminology that is acceptable. I could speak a certain way about certain things and get hit with it, but you got to speak a different way sometimes to still get out the same meeting. So these thought police don't try to censor you all the way. I mean, I know I'm already censored, but censor you all the way. And I figure, because I was having a conversation a couple nights ago, like, man, well, Ricky, they're cast on your views. I'm like, well, if they knock down Minister Farrakhan, he ain't on no platforms. It's like some people may post up some clips of what he said, but far as him being on a platform, they knocked him off all social media. So if I'm cast on like that, I must be saying something good. It's like the ones that's letting them go in this day and era. No, they ain't talking about not a damn thing. I would love to have a conversation with any of those types, but you know what? I won't have a conversation because they don't want their channel to be affected by the things that I'm saying. By the things I'm having people come on here. You said, Rick, I seen a video the other day with dude and Rick Ross talking about his engagement entanglement. Okay. Oh, okay. I ain't seen him. You know, when I be on YouTube, I be kind of because you figured they always having something. Was it on social media? What was they making a big thing? We'll do Tory Lane and Meg the Stallion that issue. I'm like, okay, I mean, I guess it happened. It didn't happen. He had a record come out. Okay, I mean, to me, they do that on purpose. Cause think about it. That was big. Like, oh, she got shot in the feet and all this, and okay, now he got a record coming. Now people clamoring to see what he's saying on the record. I think those is all record label games to get people to buy into whatever they selling. Like, I think it's all staged. So I don't pay too much attention to all that. But yeah, I ain't seen the thing about the Rick Ross thing. I ain't seen that. But yeah, dude's a culture vulture. Dude got agents, ops that work with him that say, halfway positive things about what he's doing. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna breathe his name. You know, to me, he's a fat ass bearded, red beard, fucking Santa Claus. To me, that's what he looked like to me. Was fucking bald and bad and shit. That's what he looks like. Like, I may not show my face on here, but I'm still fit. Got all my hair, all my teeth. You know, anytime I want to actually show myself, I'm in shape, not fucked up. I don't because it's not about appearance. It's about what the fuck I gotta kick from my heart. And hopefully, people that feel the same, you know, y'all voice your opinion on here. Every now and then, I let the people actually take over my channel if y'all done said something strong enough that I feel that's strong enough to be, you know, shared with the masses. I let that go too. That's another thing. You think about it like this too. When you ever see someone take over on his particular platform, they're always under that, toting the line of that bullshit. And I won't call out the people that they done interview repeatedly and ended up taking over and interviewing other people, but they're kind of, playing to that mind state. It's almost like saying, this Wish Upon a Star dude is saying everything right. He knows everything about melanated, you know, people. No, he does not. He's like a mockery and a fake. It's like, how can I explain it? It's like, think about it like this. When they say artificial intelligence that's good, actually it's not, because it teaches you not to think. It gets you lazy. Think about it like trying to think. Okay, take your smartphone. Back in the day, you used to actually remember numbers. Now you got numbers saved under a name, so you just click the name. And it's now sometimes you don't even have to say that. You could just say the name, and it'll start dialing it. But if it actually came down to what's the number, your battery went low. What's the number? You're not gonna know unless it was someone that you really been rocking with and you know their number and they never change it. But other than that, you'll be stuck. So it's like a dumbing down intelligence. That's the same way with a culture vulture. He thinks he knows you so well, he can start speaking mistruths, and you might start believing it because it's like, well, some of it he been saying is cool, but majority of it has been wrong. And since you're not willing to do your own research, you're gonna be stuck with just believing that shit. Oh, you said just like Cardi B in that WAP song? Yeah. Yeah, they make up a big thing. Oh, look, now she's getting divorced and all this. It was all pre selected, the whole thing. Think about it. They've been doing this forever. What's it? Casey, Casey, and no, was it JoJo? Oh, KC when he was with Mary J. Blige, Whitney Houston when she was with Bobby Brown. We got to have these people that they're on both of our record labels, and we can get them together, and then we can build up to sell records like this. I'm like, come on, man, you got to peep the play. What record label are they on? Start looking at the record labels. Oh, they're on this record label. Oh, they're on that record label. Oh, they didn't just meet by coincidence. They were placed together to, sell more records. And we think the public is stupid. They ain't gonna put two and two together. No, I peeped the play. But with that being said, I've been on 35 minutes. I was hoping for someone to call in, but you said everybody talking about that now. Yeah, that divorce and all that. I mean, come on, man. I don't seen this so much. Like, okay, now they're about to do this. Who's she gonna be matched up with this time? It's like all the what is it? What do they call them now? The reality stars and things like that. Matter of fact, the commander in chief was a reality star. Think about it like this, and oh, he got so much ratings on You Fired and all that. I forget the show, whatever the show he was on. But think about it like this: he's a reality star. Back in the 80s, we had an actor. That was a big thing. Oh, Ronald Reagan's an actor. How can he be a president? Because they know how to follow scripts. All of this stuff is scripted. So, of course, we're going to pick an actor or a reality star because that even operates off a script. It takes place in a setting of real life and you think it's real, but really it has a script. They're like, read these lines, convey these actions. We'll throw in a couple people out of the blue that be saying stuff that's crazy, where it'd be like, oh, this got to be real. No, it's all still scripted. It's just playing out in real life. You know what? Matter of fact, the first Bush, he was the head of the CIA. So I mean, come on. And them was hell of actors. Matter of fact, the culture vulture that I'm talking about, that's a Russian. He's a CIA agent. They don't have to wear no uniform. They can take on anybody that any type of thing. They could be a garbage man. They could be a doctor. They could be all this, but they still that agent. Have I seen any good movies lately that you can look up? Let me think. What movies have? Well, I'll say this. I don't know if you've watched all the Alien series. Watch all the Alien series. It's like I watched it Alien one bits and pieces when I was a little kid. I went through and watched all four of them, and really it's more than that because you got Alien, you got Prometheus, and then you got Alien Covenant, and then you got the Alien versus Predators. Those are a little different, but watch Alien one all the way to the Resurrection, and watching it with new eyes, I see all those movies was about artificial intelligence. And you'd be like, Rick, you always saying artificial intelligence, but it was because the first one, you know, I never really watched. I only watched bits and pieces, like when the alien busts out the chest and things like that. That's as far as I went to watching it. But when I watched it, it showed that it was artificial intelligence, and they didn't even know it was a. They call it a robot, but that's artificial intelligence. You know, so much that you didn't know that wasn't a human. You know, but he was passed off as a human. Matter of fact, those alien movies are kind of about how business treats humans. Like it got to be about business. You're what makes this business what it is, even if you got to put up with sacrificing yourself. You know, and that's how this country is ran. So I would, if you haven't watched them all, watch them from one to two to three to four. And what's so crazy, how they label them? The first alien is Alien. Then the second Alien, instead of saying Alien 2, it's called Aliens. And then it's Alien 3, and then it's Alien 4. And another thing, if you haven't watched it, I watched probably all three series of the Stranger Things on Netflix. That's another good series that's about artificial intelligence. They try to pass it off, oh, it's just alien. But actually, it's like uh, the CERN machine in Switzerland, where essentially they're trying to break through these different dimensions to, I guess bring that dimension into this dimension to switch up some things. But that's about artificial intelligence. And it almost mirrors Alien. To me, it made me think it's a kid's version of it. You have to watch and think about it. It's three series. I mean, I think the fourth got shut down because three series of the Stranger Things. It was three series of it, but the fourth got shut down because of this pandemic. But essentially, it should be four. Essentially, it was four aliens. If you watch both of those movies, they kind of are similar to what's going on in them. But I say check those out, and then you can see for yourself. Hey, with that being said, been on 40 minutes. I appreciate you coming through, Low. I appreciate you coming through, Cadillac J. Just. Hey, it's been a good one, and I am out.